My name is Daniel Ocampo. I'm your favorite student. And today with my team we're going to present Granados and Condecoraciones S.A.S. For that, Jose will start telling you something about its history.
Hi Daniel, Granados y Condecoraciones was founded in 1923 in the city of Bucaramanga as a company destined to the production and sales of the best quality jewelry, which was gradually specializing into the jewelry market in the range of great rings. In 1976, moved to the city of Bogota, where it started the production and commercialization of civil and military decorations, trophies, daggers, sabers, canes, medals, plaques, and commemorative coins, still maintaining the production of great rings in the jewelry area.
Wow, thanks, Jose. Now Tiffany will tell you something about about some details about the company, like its values and its description.
Well, the legal constitution of the company was the 24th of November of 1998, and the company has 35 employees. I'm going to talk to you about the mission and the vision and some of the values of the company. The mission is Granados y Condecoraciones is a company destined to the production and commercialization of military and civilian recognitions, with the purpose of keeping us leaders in the market. The vision is to be the most extensive, solid, recognized military and civilian recognition network in the country. The principles, or some of them, are teamwork, leadership, compliance, effectiveness, productivity, and commitment.
Okay, now Jose will tell us something else.
Five of the most important values are responsibility, change, attitude, respect, and honesty.
Well, that's the basic background of the company. Now, Sergio and Miguel will tell us some more details about its production and manufacturing processes.
Hello David, thank you for being here. I'm going to talk about products. Basically we have a lot of trophies, daggers, sabers, canes, also coins, rings, but basically we're going to focus on the metals, which is our production process in which we're focusing. They are made from chrysocal, die-cut in three-dimensional pantograph with excellent finishes in gold, silver, bronze, all bronze, enabled to fire with more. Quality, it's the best and are packed in Japanese boxes. We've always fulfilled the characteristics of the decrease of each of them.
Okay, so now I want to talk about the production process. So the production process starts with the raw material used. It's called latón in Spanish. It's CU's copper, zinc, and it's an alloy. It's ductile, malleable, which when polished, it easily shines. It is used in the manufacture of container and metal structures. There are 8 principal processes. The first one is the design and development of the trocal and mold in steel through the CAD program and the CNC machinery center. The second one is the temper of the dies and the molds in order to get the required hardness of the metal. The third one is to stamp and die cut the material. The fourth is to polish with sandpaper, flake, or gloss. The fifth is the washing and protective lacquer. The sixth is the painting. The seventh is the oven for the paint drying. And the eighth one is the assembly and packaging. So now Sergio is going to talk about the strength in the operational process.
Well, the strength, I think, is that we know all the problems and inefficiencies in the production process, and also that we have an organized plan for each process inside the production. What about the opportunities, Miguel?
Okay, so the opportunities, it's about the improvement in production time in order to avoid dead times. Another one is an improvement on the control of the steel waste. Research in order to get a steel with a cheaper price to reduce costs. The molds in the machining generate imperfection in the stamping that could be used to polish during the process to improve the stamping and reducing polishing times. Another one is improving the polishing technique to be able to polish more pieces at the same time instead of just one. And implement painting with an air pressure syringe to speed up the process. So now Daniel's going to talk about the capacity and something about the bottleneck.
Well, so it appears that it's my turn to explain something about the capacity of the company. Uh, well, first, the main production method are machines. They have a lot of machines for almost like 7 of the 8 processes they use to create the metals. We decided to focus on 2 special things. The first one, badges, and the second one, the bottleneck in that process. The bottleneck in this case is the cutting process, which is done manually by 3 people every day. They have shifts of 10 hours with a 2-hour recess, and also like 30 minutes non-scheduled stopping. This means that in the total day they have 7.5 hours to produce the amount necessary of metals. According to the head of production, each of these men have the ability to produce 1 unit every 12 minutes. But in real life, in the actual process, they take about 15 minutes. This means that the rated capacity is 12 minutes per unit, or 1 unit every 12 minutes, and the effective capacity is 15 minutes. Considering the time they actually work during their shift, the real capacity is just 90 units every day. This is like really low, considering that if they worked 24 hours a day with the rated capacity, the result would be 360 units every day. We focused on this because, well, it's the bottleneck. It means it's the limit of production, its capacity, and also because even though this is like a really low amount for the actual size of the factory, it doesn't mean it's their limit. They can expand the workshop, they can hire more people, and that would increase the production by a lot. So this is the actual capacity they're working with, but in cases when they need it, they can expand its capacity really, really high.
Oh, thank you, Daniel. That's your bottleneck. So let's analyze the waste of our company. Well, do we measure the waste? We actually do. We measure the metal waste, but because we sell it back. Actually, we recycle that. The metal we use, the one that is the waste we don't use, we just sell it back to the suppliers. Those are our main waste, which means it's a 0%, which is really good for us because we're avoiding a lot of cost, about waste. We found out about other costs, other waste, which are the painting, pieces of paper that they use come from the stickers or small pieces of wood, but we don't really measure on the company. The most important is the metal, which we sell back, so we're really good with that.
So now I'm going to talk about some of these strengths that we have in the company. The capacity strengths are due to the number of machines they have. They can produce a high quantity of units in short time, comparing to other companies. When they have a peak of production in their facilities, they have a bigger room where they will move in order to be able to satisfy their demand. Since the product they work is usually small size, the time they spend per piece is short and allows them to produce more units per time. The quality of the ribbon, which they buy already made, so they avoid other kinds of production or waste cost. And in waste, due to the type of metal they use for manufacturing, they are able to sell the waste back to the supplier, representing 0% cost in the process. So this is the picture of us in the factory, and that's the presentation we have for you, Rafa.
Thank you.
Thank you.